football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels' offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Fox. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
With the catch, it's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on him.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Wormley. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Turns it on in midfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're in a...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the air, it's Lambert. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Wormley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Lambert. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rebels will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Complete downfield. They've got the first down, marked it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Fowler. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Runs through the tackle, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The give to the tailback. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. We are just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for. To get this drive rolling, they're out to the 35. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half.
Turning it on! And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense picks it up.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fox. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Rebels offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming with the catch. It's Irvin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That's caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They punted away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Makes the catch. It's Fowler. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Finds his big tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Trojans are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Get out of my way.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room. It's Wormley. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it, trying to drain time on the clock.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
The AT unit on the field. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Louisiana Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for them.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's Irvin. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. How about that with 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Can't hold on. He had it 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Lambert. This time it's complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is the play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. From the gun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offense...
They got him! It's a
Number 1, a true freshman.
chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to get field goals. Analytics says this, well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
The give to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in the gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st down from the 28. To throw, it's Fox. Makes the catch. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fowler. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Bring in the heat. And the pass
Good defense.
is incomplete. Jars
We were about to do that one day.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can't make the connection.
Everybody dropping shit. What the fuck?
That tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Quick completion on the out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season.
Damn, I didn't even know you had on you.
You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely
that long
not.
run.
You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but one...